There was Tiger and this guy called Tiger Woods, I think he's called, and Charles Woods.
I think he's Charlie's dad.
Yes, he is.
You know Charlie Woods,
obviously. I don't know Charlie Woods. Well, on the weekend, I watched some golf, which I don't always do, but I couldn't not, and I know you did, watch the PNC. Is it the PNC? Yeah, PNC. Which I didn't realise, actually, because I'd never heard of the PNC until about 3 years ago when little John Daly played for one of the first times. And from then, it feels like it's got low. Obviously, since then, it's gone massive, partly because of Charlie Woods, who we'll talk about in a second. But the PNC, you have to have won either a major or the players to be able to play in it.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah. That's why Ian Poulter's not playing and stuff. You have to have won a major or the Players' Championship, I believe.
That's quite
and that's
good.
why Nelly Corder can play. She's won a women's major. VJ Singh, your friend of mine, VJ Singh and Cass Singh, I think it is his son, were playing. There was John Daly and John Daly II. There was Tiger and this guy called Tiger Woods, I think he's called. And Charles Woods.
I think he's Charlie's dad.
Yes, he is.
You know Charlie Woods,
obviously. I don't know Charlie Woods. Christ.
Everybody, I mean, he is the best golfer on the
he's
planet.
The best. Yeah, he is. Under 12s.
Charlie Woods, he has a dad called Tiger or something.
Tiger?
Yeah, I know. Okay. It won't catch on.
No, of course it won't. Yes, it was unbelievable. And basically, there's no handicaps, I don't think, is there?
I don't really know how it all kind of works, the format.
It's Texas Scramble.
Yes.
And the juniors or whatever, or the amateur play off a forward tee.
I feel like they just call it a scramble in America, though, don't they?
Do they? Yeah, they do actually, I suppose. Probably because... Well, why do we call it Texas Scramble?
I don't know, because it's an American thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And... there's different tees, but I don't know at what point...
It's almost like how we call it the Open. They call it the British Open.
Well, by the way, actually, right, let me just come on to something. I took a picture of this. I was so chuffed at the weekend. Do you ever watch like a TV program, a quiz program, there's a golf question on?
Oh, yeah.
So there's a question...
Sometimes I start sweating though. I'm like,
right, listen to this. Are you ready for this now? So there's a program, I don't know if you've ever seen it on BBC, called The Wheel.
Yeah.
And you sit in the middle. Yeah, Michael McIntyre presents it.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
And it's quite, if you've never seen it, it's quite a complex show to explain. But basically, there was a guy, he got, basically, there's 3 contestants, and you pop up randomly if you're going to be taking part or not. I'm not.
No, just,
it's a quiz show. Yeah, it's a quiz show. A guy had one question to win 92 grand.
No way.
92 grand. You ready for this? There was a question with 4 possible answers.
Okay,
and there was categories beforehand. So there was golf randomly popped up.
That's mad.
Something else.
And who was the golf expert?
There wasn't one because it was the very end, you see. So this was just at potluck. And the question, so it's golf. Come on, golf. He's right, okay, I don't mind golf. I don't mind golf. The question come up, which of the 4 major golf championships that make up the 4 majors is held at the same golf course every year?
All right, okay.
So obviously the US Open, the British Open they called it, the Masters or the PGA. So obviously straight away, the Masters. He got it right and won 92 grand.
It's weird how they call it the British Open on there, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well done.
But I feel like really, when there's a golf question comes on, I really, really like it.
I kind of panic a little bit, though.
I know, I did just in case you don't know the answer.
During a question of sport, when they come up with a golf one, I'm like, right, this is me.
Yeah.
I don't
Ian
know this
Baker Finch from the 1977 Open. It's like,
what club did he hit into the 3rd hole?
Yeah.
Like, what?
But back to Charlie.
Yes.
So I think what it is that the pros go for the back tees and then the amateurs go for forward tee. I don't know at what point that... Because little John Daly is about 15. How old is he, actually?
He's a bit older than that.
But he hits it a mile, so I don't know if he still went off the very forward tee or not. I wasn't paying that close attention.
What about like Gary Player? What tee does he play?
Yeah,
off?
I don't know.
Or like Lee Trevino?
I know he's 18, little John Daly.
Yeah, I thought it was nearly.
Anyway, little John Daly and big John Daly won it.
Yes.
By 2, I think, in the end.
Yeah, in the end, yeah.
And Tiger and Charlie Woods came second,
yeah.
I believe. Charlie Woods is absolutely unbelievable. His swing is just outstanding.
Well, I feel like we've got a lot to dive into here now. And this is why I wanted to push it back and not pre-record this the week before, because we wouldn't be able to speak about any of this. First off, Tiger Woods was back.
Yes.
A lot better than I think he's letting on to most people.
I want to agree, but I also want to disagree, because his swing looked nice.
Yeah.
He's played in a cart, a buggy.
Yeah.
And towards the end, I could see some grimace in his face.
Oh, yeah. But
so,
I think he puts that on.
Maybe he is. Well. Maybe he is. I mean,
one of the driver shots, he hit like 174 miles per hour ball speed.
Yeah, still pretty good, isn't it?
Using a new driver, tailor-made, unreleased driver.
I think we can mention that now to some degree because they've said there's certain bits in the press.
Well, it's a stealth driver. Yeah. I might have my hands on them already. I might already be testing them. You might see the video at the start of January.
That's yes to all those things, by the
way. So he had that in the bag. And I just their chemistry Seeing them on the golf course together is amazing. Seeing Tiger as a dad and kind of seeing how Charlie is just a mini version of Tiger.
Yeah.
In every way. Golf swings, mannerisms, banter. Like you saw him having a bit of banter with like Justin Thomas early in the week. It's just it's like a mini Tiger.
I feel like I've got little kind of mixed views on this though, a little bit on the whole Charlie thing. No, don't get me wrong. I absolutely was glued to the screen, and I really thought his golf swing looks fantastic. Some of his golf shots that he hit were unbelievable, and certainly that one on that 17th, the par 3, 169 yards or 67 yards, like an iron to like 6 foot or whatever,
and then boxed it.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal golf shot. The way he hits his driving, see the speed he's got through the ball. He's absolutely.
He doesn't miss a fairway.
No,
ever.
I mean, if that was any 12-year-old child and you saw them playing golf, you'd be unbelievably impressed. So
ridiculous.
Obviously, the fact it's Tiger's son adds to that, but it was phenomenal. The only thing I feel a little bit unsure on, and obviously Tiger must have thought about this in massive depth to put him on this year and last year playing the tournament. I feel there's a lot of pressure for a 12-year-old child, and last year he was obviously 11 years old. And when I say pressure, I mean not so much in his performance, yes. But you saw him walking from green to tee, and some people come on, Charlie, and it was done really endearing, and people really supporting him, and he probably quite enjoyed it.
Sounded like a lot of kids shouting as well.
Yeah, which is really good, and it's got to be great for the game of golf to see people enjoying it together and stuff. I just worry, or not worry, I just wonder at what point does that become too much? Like the amount of coverage he got, and kind of rightly so. Tiger's a legend of the game, and it's great to see him back and with his son. But like you said, he's a mini Tiger, and he is like. But is he going to want to grow up always in his dad's shadow? Like he is going to be, no matter how good he is, there's going to be some level of his dad's shadow forever. And
unless he goes on to win 20 majors.
Well, yeah, but even then, people say, "Oh, but Tiger, if he hadn't had his injuries, would have been better." And you just think for 12. I mean, think about 12. When you're 12, you're in year 7 at high school. It's very, very young to have all those eyeballs. So I just don't know. I loved watching him, and I'd watch him every week because it was so fascinating. But I just wonder, is there any negative in putting a child like that in so much? You hear about child actors and stuff getting, often in life there's some negatives that come with that. I just wonder. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's obviously something that could potentially affect him. It doesn't seem to do. He seems to just take it in his stride, and he doesn't seem to get nervous. He doesn't seem to be like bothered about all these people shouting his name and so much expectation. I mean, playing in front of camera. I mean, he's better than me. He's better than me playing there in that situation. He's better than me without question. He's 12 years old. I just can't wait to see what happens in the future. Oh, I really can't.
No, I 100%. It's more so with like on the golf course, he appeared to be so confident and calm in the way he played, and maybe he's too young to even have any. And I hope he is too young to have any. You just think like there will be some negatives on social media about him.
Definitely.
I've seen some. I saw somebody say, "Oh, he's not even that good for his age group," and then somebody else said, "Oh no, he is. He's won loads of tournaments." So I don't know. I've not looked into it enough, but I don't know. I just think there's always you have to be to some point careful, don't you? He's 12 years old. Like,
yeah, definitely. One of the things that I wrote after watching it all, and I genuinely believe this, but it got a bit of negativity. I put something along the lines, love watching it, blah, blah, blah. Love seeing Tiger and Charlie. It was amazing. And I put something like Tiger is golf.
Yeah.
And it got a lot of negative comments. Oh, Tiger's not golf. I wouldn't have watched that tournament if it weren't for Tiger. I watched that event because of Tiger. Like, as much as maybe Tiger isn't golf, for viewing, I will flick on the TV if I know he's playing. 100%.
I think I would put a caveat and say Tiger is professional golf. I would think that I love Tiger, as you know, and I know some people don't because of his things he's done in his personal life, whatever. But I absolutely adore him. But I think if you think about today, it's December. It's 21st of December. As we're doing this, it's cold. It's wet outside. But at my home golf club, I can guarantee there'll probably be a group of 4 ladies going playing golf with the power caddies and having a great time and a natter and a cup of tea afterwards. They don't care about Tiger Woods. They might like him and watch him every now and again, but they're not playing golf with a Tiger.
They'll be playing with the motor caddies, by the way.
Motor caddies, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Maybe. So maybe I said that a bit too kind of ambitiously, but it's more like I just feel like he inserts energy into golf.
Into professional golf, 100%.
But I'm not even sure, like, if that kind of rubbed on me. Even yesterday playing, not that I played well, but as in like, I was more excited about playing golf on Monday after seeing him on Sunday.
Yeah.
I was more, because I don't know. I don't know what it is. It's just something about seeing him playing the way he plays and the way he hits it and his legacy and everything else, and seeing him with his son. Just like, oh, God, it's so impressive.
The only thing I do get, and again, I don't agree with it, but I understand it. If there was an option to just have watched Tiger and his son, I'd have pressed that option.
Yeah,
I would have only watched them.
Yeah.
Sounds
I mean,
bad,
that's the
but I would.
coverage anyway, really.
Well, yeah. But I also get when people get a bit frustrated that they want to watch more of like John Daly and his son who actually won it.
You hardly saw any of him.
So, although I'm not on that side, I can understand how people do sometimes get frustrated. When Tiger plays a tournament, it's often very much heavy on him, even if he's not doing that well.
Yeah.
Well, you don't see the actual winners, but I'd watch Tiger do every shot.
Yeah, you hardly saw any of like Justin Thomas and Mike Thomas.
That's it.
I think they came third.
Yeah.
You hardly saw any of like Faldo and his son, or a little bit of Player and his son, but nothing much. Like, so no VJ.
No. I'm actually very annoyed about that. But do you think though, like the whole Tiger his golf thing again? It depends how literally you take that. But is that a negative to some degree? That like you're feeling that inspired after watching Tiger, which I don't blame you to do. But you know, in reality, we've got 5 or 10 years left of Tiger at this level.
It scares me.
What happens after that?
I don't know. Charlie, hopefully.
Yeah.
I don't know. It does scare me. It like golf. Watching golf this year, and I think I've watched quite a lot this year, to be honest. But I honestly believe if Tiger was playing this year more, I'd have watched double the amount of golf, and maybe been inspired more to go and play even more to get even better. I don't know what it is. It might just be my own personal opinion on it, obviously. But
do you think though, as much as again, I always feel like I have to caveat these things because I'm a massive Tiger fan. Because I know sometimes people watch these clips on YouTube or whatever, and they might say, "Oh, you're a hater," which is ridiculous because I absolutely love him. But do you think that when Tiger's been off before and then come back, everybody, including again myself, gets so excited and they'll always watch the first tournament back? Rick's just blowing his nose.
I have to tell everyone.
Well, I just thought it was a bit random if you're watching, or if you're listening, it's like Rick's just stopped blowing his nose.
Thanks for the commentary.
It's all right. He's put the tissue on the floor. I was going to say, no, but do you think after, so I know what you're saying about Tiger being back, you watch more golf, but do you think that's because he's been gone? When Tiger's in a season where he's actually played a lot, I don't think you've watched every week because Tiger's there. Do you think the novelty wears off again? You get used to it?
Maybe. Hard to say.
Well, let's have a look. So when was, is it Tiger Woods 20, when was he injured?
He had his car crash in February.
So that was this year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I just have to fill for a second here while I have a look.
Hi everyone. How's everyone doing? Everyone ready for Christmas? You all bought your presents? Also, just a quick one. Some of you might really not like this. After today's podcast, we're going to have a break. I'm sorry. I know. Listen, nothing we can do about it. So we're probably going to be back on like the 11th of January. So yeah, just thought I'd sneak that in there now.
So in 2018, Tiger played 18 events.
Okay.
Do you reckon you watched all 18? Did you watch the Quicken Loans National?
Yeah. Did he go 68, 67?
No, he didn't.
72?
No.
Miscut?
Do you know what I mean? I'm being a bit pedantic here. I don't know if that's the phrase. I don't know if that's the right word or not. But like, he played 18 events then. In 2017, he played... he didn't play many actually. He only played one, I think. 2019, he played 12. And 2020, he played 7. So you do massively feel now like you're missing him, which obviously we are. But then when he actually is there,
yeah,
do you watch it every week?
Maybe don't. Maybe I don't. I will do if he comes back.
Yeah, every event. You've got to watch every event. You know what you have to do now? So when Tiger comes back, to prove your point and prove me wrong, you've got to watch Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, every week of every event. Every single shot.
Every shot.
Okay.
Every shot. You can quiz me on it at the end of the day.